if someone criticizes you, it's a good idea always to take a look at, is there some truth in that? And so that's what I was prepared to do in this particular case, and I welcome the feedback, but when I'm getting feedback from someone who has not looked at the product, I will not take that, and I will not just refund the $22. It's not about the $22, and I will not revoke access to any of the thousands of dollars worth of products that this person has access to for $22, and I would challenge her to learn, implement, and create a brand and her own offers and do better than scamming with a $900 course. There, I said it. Okay, I kind of feel better.
Hey Mama, I'm Ashley, and this is the Maverick Mompreneur podcast, where you're free and encouraged to own your desire to create and scale an impactful, discoverable online brand and business in the midst of motherhood. A business that's aligned with your mission, lifestyle desires, personality, and zone of genius without wasting your time on the hustle and grind hamster wheel that is social media. Can I get an amen? Sis, you are a maverick, an original, willing to stand out in your authenticity, defy expectations, and do life and business outside the box. In our world, if it's not aligned with who we are, it's a hard pass or a brave pivot. So if you're here for the powerful identity shift and transformation from boss babe or boss mom to aligned CEO, building a one-of-a-kind, influential, hustle-free online business that will produce long-term impact and multiple streams of income through SEO, affiliate marketing, and courses while building yourself in the process, well, pop in those AirPods, grab that cup of coffee or glass of wine, and let's get growing.
Hello. Welcome back to the Maverick Mompreneur podcast. I'm Ashley, your host, and if you are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you joined us today, and if you are a longtime listener, you already know I am also, as always, so glad you're here. Today I want to talk about something that comes up for every single business owner at some point, and that's criticism. No matter what level of success you've achieved, whether you're just starting out or at the tippy top of your industry, there's always going to be someone who questions the value of your work. That's just a given. And I think it's really important to be prepared for when that happens. And I just want to talk about it because recently this came up for me. So let's just get right into it. Someone purchased my brand and online business toolkit, which if you don't have it, there is always a link in the show notes. It is a $22 hyper valuable offer. It literally has multiple courses included, tons of resources, trainings, tools. So $22 is an intentionally steal of a price for the amount of value. And we're going to get into the strategy of that a little bit later in the episode. So getting back to my story, someone purchased the toolkit and she also purchased within my self-liquidating offer funnel, which actually let's back it up. A self-liquidating offer funnel is what we talked about last week. And that is when you create low ticket digital products and put them in a funnel of value, but actually in my case, the value is at an even more discounted low ticket price than you could get them outside of the funnel. And the purpose of this is so that I can scale my business while offering low ticket offers. I could not charge $97 for a course that I could charge $9.97 for intentionally to reach more women and help them to make more money online so that they have more options. I couldn't do that without having this self-liquidating offer funnel to scale my business. There would be no way. I am very confident in the value that is packed within my courses, and I'm happy to be able to offer that value and pay that forward, the things that have changed my life and my business at a low ticket price. So anyway, she emailed me a couple of different complaints. One of the bonuses for the brand and online business toolkit currently is a bonus add-on of my full personal branding course, Align Your Brand. It's amazing. It sells right now a la carte for $147, and that is included with the toolkit. So she was very frustrated that that was included for free because she didn't purchase it, amongst other things. Then I received a chargeback on PayPal. PayPal is how she purchased. And the complaints listed for the brand and online business toolkit was that it was a scam to get people into my funnel and it was an absolutely useless product. that. So, of course, I was like, I know that's not true because I had less than what is included in that toolkit, let alone the bonuses, when I hit my first 6-figure year in online business. So I'm quite certain that the value is there. Also, I know how many hours and hours and hours and thousands and thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars of knowledge that have gone into that $22 toolkit, but that's aside the point. I thought I was done ranting, but maybe I'm not. But I went because to each their own, and perhaps she is so advanced that she could not be helped by a single tool within that toolkit of the dozens, probably hundreds of tools at this point. I went into the back end of Kajabi and I looked at this student's progress within the Branded Online Business Toolkit, and it had never been opened. 0%. And I've actually checked back several times. She has not opened the product. So let's dive into why this type of thing happens and how to keep your confidence high even when you have criticism. Now, I am all for constructive criticism. I want to constantly refine and make my products better. That's why I typically run programs that then become courses multiple times over to get student feedback. I ask for testimonials and feedback all the time and make adjustments accordingly and refine my products. And that's what I teach as well. Am I perfect? Absolutely not. But do I over-deliver value in my products, especially for the price point? Absolutely. And I have 100% confidence in that. So a few things that I've been thinking about. I hope that these are useful takeaways. Number one, criticism often comes from those who haven't taken action. One thing that I've learned along my journey is that criticism comes from people who aren't doing the work themselves. They are not going to be criticizing you if they are doing more than you, period. If someone hasn't walked your path, if they haven't accomplished what you've done, if they haven't had the transformation that you have, and that's what they want, but they're not taking action, their words should not shake you. The second thing that comes up for me in this, and I'm obviously, again, here I go again, processing out loud with you. I hope that's okay. Success comes from action. Success does not come from the price of a product. Success is not going to come from buying a product. Success is going to come from doing the work. Whether you invest $22 or you invest $3,000, the value is always going to be in what you do with that investment. My most successful clients, the ones who are making progress, are the ones who show up, they learn, they ask questions when they're stuck, and they implement what they learn. And that's what most people won't do, is implement what they learn. And I think going back to a few episodes ago, I talked with life coach Krista Cannon about some of my just concerns with master resale rates, MRR, and go back and listen to that if you'd like. I think it's pretty interesting. I don't know if you will or not, but one thing that concerns me is I feel like master resale rates is set up perfectly for those who don't want to or typically have not in the past taken action, and it's like the easy button. But at the end of the day, at some point, learning how to create and market your own offers effectively, or even understanding why a funnel works. So side note, this person, I obviously went to her profile because, when you receive criticism, you want to see the source of the criticism and see if it's valid. This person is involved in, you guessed it, master resale rights, and she sells, from what I can see, her link in her profile is to a $900 course. So my funnel is a $22 product. The highest price point that you could choose to purchase within that funnel is $597, and that's for lifetime access to my coaching group from someone who has made hundreds of thousands of dollars online. I feel like that is the most grossly underpriced thing I've ever offered, but I really want to help women to win. I want to mentor them. I want to have that opportunity, and in a low ticket funnel with people who don't know me from Adam going into it, I can't, that's a high price to charge, right? And I don't typically expect people to take me up on it who don't know me that first go round, but it is there. But aside from that, the highest priced course is $97 in that funnel, and it's literally my entire business model in a box. Okay, breathe, Ashley, breathe. This person, and this is another MRR, what they're taught to do, she has a link in her bio to a landing page where you enter your email, and yes, I did enter an email that's not my actual email to see what was on the the other side of it. And of course, it is then to sign up for a $900 course that teaches you how to do what she is doing. But then she was also seeking out branded online business toolkit advisement from me, and then without opening it, saying that it was useless and a scam to get people into my funnel. I know that not everyone wants or is ready for one-on-one coaching or a membership, and that's why I offer products like the Toolkit. It's part of that self-liquidating offer funnel, or SLO, or slow. You'll hear all the different things. And it's really designed to provide massive value at a low cost. I intentionally switched my entire business model to that for those reasons. Upsells are optional. They're there if someone wants to go further, but the core product can absolutely stand on its own. I stand behind the Toolkit all day long. It is exactly what it says it is in the sales page and more, because frankly, I add to it all the time and I can't keep updating my sales page. Another thing I wanted to talk about, self-paced courses are awesome. I am definitely almost exclusively a self-paced course gal. I have invested, I don't even want to calculate how much money into self-paced courses, but guess what? I complete and I implement them. I will not allow myself to purchase a course and not consume it and implement at least one nugget from it. But self-paced courses require discipline to finish and persistence to implement. And again, my clients who succeed and who make progress are the ones who don't just learn, they ask questions. When they hit roadblocks, they continue implementing. They come to coaching calls. Our Maverick Society membership, we have weekly coaching calls, and they can ask questions any day of the week in the group. The people who show up and ask questions are the ones that continue to make progress. And this is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's what I teach. And reminder, if you have already purchased the Branded Online Business Toolkit, go look in there, pick a tool, pick one of the modules, pick the section that fits your needs. If it's the marketing, if it's the monetization, if it's the branding, dive in and pick something and implement it. And if you need additional support, the membership is always there for you to dip in and out of. It's month to month now, and so you can always hop in, ask your questions, and get the support that you need. And then I feel like I've mentioned this throughout, whether or not I've said it in these words, but SLO funnels are strategy. They're not scams. What is a scam is charging $900 for a course that obviously does not, well, definitely, if not implemented, if you purchase a course to put a link in your bio, to have someone else purchase a course to put a link in their bio, that to me is a scam. An SLO funnel is a strategic way to provide value, actual value, while keeping costs low, so that I can serve women on a larger scale and not exclude people because of my pricing. And that's very intentional, and I want to apologize for that. It's not about tricking anyone. It's about offering value at each step that makes sense for someone if they are ready for that step. So yes, my membership, the Passive Digital Product Funnel Lab, the Revenue Amplifier courses are upsells in that funnel, but they're designed to add even more value at a low cost to help you build a profitable long-term brand. If I get one shot with someone and they come in to my world from an ad, I want to offer them everything that I know that will help them to do just that. And so, no, I won't apologize, and I will definitely not be taking criticism that what I have is a scam, particularly not from someone who is involved in a scam. Sorry, not sorry. So to wrap it up, before I just get on a rant again, I hope this is somewhat helpful, and if not, at least we're getting to know each other better. You're getting to know a little bit about how I think about these types of things. But criticism is always a part of life. What is that saying? It's kind of cheesy, but you can be the sweetest, juiciest, ripest peach, but there's always going to be someone who doesn't like peaches. Criticism is a part of any single part of our lives, but it does not define your value. The right people, the ones who are ready to learn, ask questions, take action, will absolutely see the value in what you offer. But with that said, if someone criticizes you, it's a good idea always to take a look at, is there some truth in that? And so that's what I was prepared to do in this particular case, and I welcome the feedback. But when I'm getting feedback from someone who has not looked at the product, I will not take that, and I will not just refund the $22. It's not about the $22, and I will not revoke access to any of the thousands of dollars worth of products products that this person has access to for $22. And I would challenge her to learn, implement, and create a brand and her own offers and do better than scamming with a $900 course. There, I said it. Okay, I kind of feel better. And then lastly, again, just to reiterate, the value of anything that you purchase is in the implementation, in what you take away from it and what you do to implement. Yes, there should be value in the things that you are purchasing, but the only way that it will have value in your business for your brand is implementation, and success really is in your hands. And I know you know that. I know I'm absolutely preaching to the choir, but it's just helpful for me to process through this with you guys. So anyway, if you want to check out my scam of a product, it's always linked in the show notes below. And if you want to check out the one she was really mad about, the $97 upsell, how dare I? That's the Passive Digital Product Funnel Lab. She was also outraged about me offering a membership where my students can ask me direct questions any day of the week about my courses. So if you want to see what she is so outraged about, that's also in the show notes, always. No one is forcing anyone to join these programs, but plenty of people do and love them, and I love you all for that. And thank you for supporting my business, and I don't take that for granted either. And I think that's why it hurts my feelings so much when someone says something like that, because I do take this so seriously, and I do take my service of my students and my clients very seriously. And I'm always open to feedback, always open to constructive criticism. I want to be better, and no one is perfect, and no one ever will be. But yeah, anyhow, keep going, stay confident, keep on implementing, and let's continue to build the business of your dreams. And until next time, cheers to your impact.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a ton of value. And if you did, I would really appreciate if you would rate, subscribe, and review this podcast. It really helps push out the message that I have to share with other female entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.